welcome back to Masks of Vigilance Volume 4, where our four heroes and the newly joined Agatha, they're going out to the movies and to go see a roller coaster.
Because apparently there's a boardwalk in Halcyon City.
There absolutely is.
With a
There's
boardwalk.
whatever we need there to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only place I can think of that'll both have a roller coaster, a pretzel stand, and a movie theater.
Yep. So you all are celebrating triumphantly, sharing a triumphant celebration. So you all have moves that occur when this happens. Who would like to go first? This doesn't even necessarily have to be in order. Just sometime during this evening.
I think at some point the night, because I'm trying to not talk to my sister. I talk to Liv and exclaim like, "Oh, I'm so glad this math test went well. I thought it would be." Literally, I'm excited that I did well on the math test.
That's fantastic.
Trigonometry is so much harder than sacred triangles.
It's harder than summoning triangles.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot less difficult when you've got friends telling you what the answers are.
You didn't study?
Who had time? I was stuck in a lab all night.
You don't just have like the answers going on your heads up. You don't have your notes on your heads up display. You gotta time to. You have to make time to study. Isn't that what they
feels
tell
like
you
one
in the
of
student
Coach
handbook?
Fallon's. Yeah.
Is that what they say in the student handbook?
I don't know. I haven't read the student handbook.
Why did you? You have to read the student handbook. That's why they give
You
it
read
to
the student handbook?
All right then. Next time we talk, I'll have read the student handbook. If that's what people do.
Nobody does that. Nobody reads the student handbook.
If you didn't read the student handbook and I gargled the name of that horrible magic school, you would just fall through magic stairwells to darkness.
No, the student handbook's just common sense. Like, don't cheat, don't stab anyone, don't do this.
If you don't know it until you read it.
Wait, you're not supposed to cheat?
You're not supposed to stab anyone?
Yep. If I earned your respect as a student.
I think you've more.
Wait, do you ask a specific person, or is it like a group thing?
Yeah. It was specifically Liv, but like we're all sharing in the triumph. But you have to ask a specific person.
Earned my respect as a student. In this case, you've confused me. I'm gonna go with because you convinced me that apparently I should have read the student handbook, and I didn't know that I was missing it. I'm so sorry. So
I already have
new things. I think you're the only one who already has influence over me.
I already have influence on you. What does that
I don't have influence over you. I don't know.
So
if you already have influence over me, I think that's usually, if it says give influence to that person, you change the labels.
If I've earned your respect, if you have take influence over them and mark potential.
Oh yeah,
so
if you have influence.
My labels and then take potential, I think.
Yes. So you get to mark potential, and then you get to change Liv's labels.
I want to increase your mundane.
And decrease?
Yeah, because you decrease a 1 to increase 1.
Mm-hmm.
Your danger.
Tried it? All right.
Perfect.
And then I don't know if you're share a triumph one if you wanted to target that at Greg or not, but you don't have to.
My share a triumph one can't actually be done because I acted selfishly earlier. When you share a triumphant celebration with someone, give influence over you and spend one team from the pool to clear a box from your doom track.
Oh no.
So
I think
there's nothing there.
Well, you still give someone influence over you, you just don't do the second part.
I would be giving influence over Greg influence over me again, which is the third time directly after.
Well, you could choose someone else to do it too.
You can choose someone else.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the same conversation.
Because if we're all in a group.
Yeah, it's a group setting, so I think we can all just pick and choose who we want to share the triumphant celebration with, and or whatever, because we're all doing the team move.
Yeah, that's fair. In this case, I'm just going to hold tight and see what happens for the moment.
Okay.
Though, as a reminder, you are sharing the triumphant celebration, so you will target someone at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I want to target mine because I know that Kyle's hitting on freaking
Agatha.
Greg's sister, so I'm gonna
No,
just
which
sort of leave him
Agatha?
be. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Mhm.
target Agatha, so I'll just target oh gosh, because mine's about like, do you have fear when you look at me? Let's let's do Oblivion. Why
Alright.
not?
Let's-
I ask them if there's any fear in their eyes when they look at you. If they say no, take +1 forward and mark potential. If they say yes, immediately shift your danger up and save your down. So yeah, I think I know Kyle is like, hey, you should trust yourself more with your black holes. And based on our backstory thing for the relationships,
Right,
I
yeah.
once hurt you with my powers. So and I'm feeling a little insecure, so I think I'm gonna come talk to you like maybe like when we're waiting in line for popcorn. I'll say,
In the concession line.
yeah, like, hey Liv, so you know how last time our last I'll look around and say mission, quote unquote, um things didn't go so well. I just wanted to make sure that everything was okay, that just with my stuff, I know sometimes things get a little hectic, and you know we had that accident.
Look, whatever you're trying to get at, uh, there wasn't any problem during that last mission. I mean, you did what you were supposed to do. You took care of the robots, you kept us safe. I don't see what you're so worried about.
It's just I've been trying to get like a better handle on it, especially after last time. uh so I just want to know if, like, we're cool, um trying to be cool.
Continuum, the past is the past. Forget it already.
You don't you can just call me Ben. Where
Oh,
you
right.
just say Ben.
Ben. Sorry.
You're
Yeah,
good.
you got to keep that separation of mask and mask off naming.
Yeah.
Ben, yes, because we're talking about powers, but we're not whatever.
We're talking about a video game, quote unquote.
Oh, a video game. Yes.
Yes.
By the way,
Superheroes Online.
any good video games that we should be playing?
You just asked me about actual video games.
Yeah. Liv has maybe never played a video game.
No.
What do video games even look like in a world with superpowers? Like,
Probably exactly the same, but with a lot
A lot more
more.
superhero video games, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel's
Trying
Avengers
out
was
for
actually
assuming-
good.
But I'm assuming by second generation, so there's the first generation heroes in the 20s to, let's say, 30s. Then there was the
Superhero
second
board
one.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then there's the second generation where they're starting to get influence in popular culture, and then third generation, probably a bajillion superhero video games, and now they're starting to taper off the superhero.
Now it's the meta superhero games. Is probably what it is.
Oh,
But
in
like
response,
it's not cool to be a superhero anymore. Like it's not the
edgy
because we've had it for
superhero
so long.
games.
We haven't
Yeah.
had them for we superheroes have been around for so long. It's not the cool new thing. It's just
Yeah.
kind of an everyday thing. So there's still a bunch of them, but they're never like the good ones. It's like a lot of superhero shovelware
Superhero
games.
Paperwork Simulator is probably a game.
you think there's like fantasy super league, like where people just build their own superhero?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And there's seasons, so you get ranked based on like how well you do publicly. And you build the fantasy team. So at the end, you get a little league
Mhm.
Oh no.
with like all of the official superheroes in Halcyon City, and you all select your fantasy superhero teams, and you get a dumb name for them, and based on their performance, you
Yep.
can the whole thing.
So Yeah, so Ben's gonna go, well, a game I used to play a lot with my brother because, it's a little hard to play games with me was we like to play virtual solitaire a lot because that's hard to future sight. So if you want, we could play solitaire on the computer.
Solitaire. Your
Yeah.
idea of
We
fun
play
is
solitaire.
solitaire.
Well, I mean, otherwise I would just like see what card you're gonna draw, and then I would know. But at least solitaire is like, like okay, bye, and you'll just walk away. Is there any fear in your eyes? I awkwardly try to make conversation.
Just
No.
confusion, I think.
No, I was not scared of your powers there. As I
Okay.
said, you were doing good.
Cool. It says take +1 forward. So is that in general?
If it doesn't say specifically, it'll just be the next thing you roll is going to get a +1.
Okay. And
You
I
just have a
mark
good
potential.
feeling with like that went well.
Mhm.
I think you're just like, oh my god, I look like such an idiot. Like, I gotta do better next
Awesome. Who's
time.
next?
I don't know that I want to invoke this move.
It's not an option. If it happens, it happens.
Well, I was thinking. Now,
Unless you don't, unless you refuse to participate in the celebration with the team and say, "Me and Agatha are going to go do our own thing. Bye."
I think that's how it's gonna go. Yeah.
That is an option.
Before you do that, I think I'm invoking mine with you, though.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't have anything specific to invoke, but I think, as you and Agatha are hanging out and kind of slowly trying to leave us, I'm, pulling you aside and basically saying, I'm glad to see that you're feeling more happy and, that whatever was going on between you and Ben before is done now, right?
Yeah, we kissed and made up. And you're using his first name. That's progress.
Well, he told me to, so I'm doing that. But anyhow, I think I'm stuttering out of here about as awkwardly as I'm glad it's better. And just one question. I know that you weren't quite. You were expecting Darkweb to be leading and in charge of this team, and do you want to be the leader?
Liv, it's not a question of want. I need to be.
Why? Just because you're the oldest doesn't. Like, I've done teams where no one was leading and no one was in charge, and if that's something that you don't want, there's no reason that you should do it.
Someone has to take responsibility for what we do.
And we all should. For ourselves.
But if we're out for ourselves like that, we'll never work together. We need to be a cohesive unit. And for that to happen, there has to be one voice leading.
I can't say I have always agreed with you in that, but if that's something that you feel, I'm glad I'm glad it's you. I'm glad you're doing it.
Oh, if that's the way you feel, then feel free to keep me in check.
I'll try.
If the team's spiraling, let me know.
Well, I think that you should be able to pick up on that fairly easily, like what happened last night. Might not have been the best idea.
Room for improvement. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess let's just all have fun today. No emergencies going on yet.
Agatha has now walked back from the concession stand with a piece of like stick of cotton candy that is bigger than her head. Sorry, 2 sticks of cotton candy bigger than her head. She hands one to Kyle.
Now that's what I'm talking about. He, like, grabs it.
I think I might need to get me one of those. And I'll walk off.
Perfect. So what is your triumphant celebration?
Oh, you just got influence back over me, which you did not have. But I cannot obviously spend team from the tool, team from the
Nice.
pool to reduce my doom track. But enjoy your influence back.
Yay.
Actually, this is the first time you've gotten it.
Yep. I have influence over everyone on the team now.
Good. Good for the
A good leader.
team.
I mean, so does Greg.
Greg does too.
Yep. So, and then Kyle, you basically say, "This is where we part ways. We're gonna go sit in the back of the theater, and you all sit in the front," kind of thing. Or what are you thinking?
So we're at the movie, or are we still at the
Totally up to you.
I don't know, Coney Island, whatever the hell we're at.
I was thinking a theater on the boardwalk. It's where we went to the movie.
So yeah,
somewhere.
So here's what I want to do. I want to catch some alone time with Miss Agatha here, but I can't leave Liv unwatched. So we're going to the Ferris wheel.
That's perfect.
So do you two get your own Ferris wheel cart, and then the 3 of us are the other one?
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. And so we see that Agatha is like, she's obviously never been on a Ferris wheel, and she is floored. She's just looking out. She's like, "This is amazing. I haven't seen so many lights before. Halcyon City is beautiful."
It sure is. And
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the city.
I know. And she looks at you. She says, and she looks down, like blushing slightly, but then looks back up at you. Says, "I would like to get to know you better, Kyle. You seem like a very nice man."
That's how I want people to see me. But
I haven't known a lot of very nice men.
listen, Agatha, there's a few things you need to know about me. I haven't been around, well, humans in a while. Picked up some strange habits.
That makes 2 of us.
See, the thing is, when, like, I was away training for a while, and the group that I work for, like, we work together, but everyone always kept a professional distance. I'm not real good at the whole interpersonal thing. I mean, I'm a sarcastic prick. It's just how I am. But talking to people, I'm terrible at it.
You're doing a good job now.
If it weren't for the Legion and how they trained us, maybe I'd be a little bit better. I'm trying to hit my other team move here. Sharing a weakness or vulnerability.
So you do consider
and
her now
saying-
part of the team?
It just says with someone.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Then yeah.
it doesn't need to be a
Perfect.
team person, I don't think.
Then let's go with that move.
Yeah.
does it
So
say?
she now has influence over me.
Okay.
Because that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
I get to shift
no.
my own labels.
Okay.
So I'm bringing mundane down and savior up.
For nothing, I definitely did play Monster Prom yesterday with like some friends, right off of dating sims.
Trying to figure out exactly how many triangles we can make it happen.
I mean, comic books are just soap operas with laser blasts.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, no, very
True.
much. And like people coming back from the dead for plot reasons alone.
Mhm. Especially teenage superheroes.
But yeah, I
Okay.
think like there's that little vulnerable moment between Agatha and Kyle, but like the conversation steers more toward, playful banter and stuff after that.
Okay. Yeah. There's the moment of like, yeah, I think you're right. You're both a bit. It doesn't stay a serious conversation the whole time, but yeah, no, she is still interested.
What is Agatha's full name so I can put it in my influenced by thing? Like
Oh,
Mistress of the Dark. What?
You want to know how bad you
Darkness.
just screwed yourself over?
so do you all share last names?
Yeah,
With
'cause
your
it's all
siblings. Okay,
Frederick Johnson's kids.
that's fair.
Frederick Johnson,
Yeah.
Dark Lord of the Shadows.
Well,
of
he has gone through many
Freddy
names.
He was like a
Johnson.
super charismatic hippie cult leader.
He was born Frederick Johnson. He took on the name Sunshower Johnson, leading his hippie cult, and now is the undisputed Dark Lord of the Shadow Realm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that happened. So it's definitely Johnson's her last name. Let's go with that. I don't have a middle name for her at this point. Agatha Johnson.
Mistress of, what was it? The space between the stars?
Mistress of the space
The
between the
black. I
stars.
believe it was the blackness between the stars, is what
Okay.
she said. But yeah, no, you almost kiss on the Ferris wheel, but it's too soon for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. It's
And then the other
can't do that until like something horrible is going to happen
Yeah.
right as that happens. We got
Yeah.
nothing horrible right now.
And
so-
then the other Ferris wheel chart, Greg is trying to portend the future of this Ferris wheel by staring at the stars.
Okay.
Even though you've got
Yep.
time
I'm
eyes
trying to
Magoo.
read. Yeah, I'm trying to read the stars to see what's in the Ferris wheel's future.
This one's a little bit slow. I feel like it might be more interesting to go on the roller coaster again.
Yep. Yeah, we should definitely go on the roller coaster. He's just like very awkwardly, like just because it's the three of them, just like I don't know what to do here.
So
As,
is
as
this
like
Ferris
the
wheel
other
gonna?
part just descends in front of you and you just hear giggling.
Yeah.
Yep. Lots of giggling.
I'm glad Kyle's having fun. Yes.
Wait till she.
Well, it was awesome
Wait
to
till
me.
she steals the darkness from out of his shoes, and it's just gross in
It
there.
was a
It's
prank. I did it once.
They walk up behind us.
The darkness from his shoes?
Yep.
Can
What does that
you do
mean?
Nope.
Is that a level 5 spell?
I don't know.
Like what? What's the point of steal? I don't want to know.
Okay. So I think that we probably end the evening there. We fade into the end of the night. And when you are back at base, is it that evening? Is it the next day? And do you trust Agatha enough to bring her with?
No, Greg does not want her in our secret base.
Absolutely. She's part of the team now, Greg. I'm
Oh,
sorry. We
no.
bonded.
No.
They went
She
and got
had us
matching
both.
temporary tattoos before they left the pier.
Chicana tattoos.
Not even gods. They were just, handing them out at the gate, and they happened to be the same.
Yeah.
They're like stamps.
You both have the same barbed wire, like temporary tattoo.
Yeah, so I think the
because
next.
it's like the
Yeah, I think the next scene is at the base. I guess Agatha's there, and Greg is pointedly trying to do work and not show her around.
Yep.
So
Agatha.
here's the thing, like, are you like vehemently opposed to her coming back to the base? Because
Yeah.
Greg and I technically were roommates, right? We live at the base.
Yeah,
So
we're technically ruined. I just don't want her part of our superhero. Like Greg does not want her part of the superhero team. Is the big thing. It's like this is my thing. Being
then I think
wizard
Agatha's waiting
hero.
outside while you just discovered this was an issue and are now talking about it.
yeah, that works. I'm like, Greg, is this? I mean, she's nice. But-
She's not in it for. She's here for chaos and leisure. She is not here to save the people of Halcyon City.
Okay, so
How do you know that? You were.
They're all evil. All of them are bad. Can't trust any of them.
Wouldn't they say the same thing about you? I mean, she seemed nice.
But I lived with her. No, she can't be trusted.
Look,
mean-
Greg, if you've got a problem with your sister being here, we live here. We got to, be able to live together. So, your decision ultimately.
She can come in, but she can't go on missions.
Kyle, you
can't
get a
go-
text from Agatha. Which, of course, she's texting you now.
Yeah.
And she says, "BRB, trying pizza. Do you want any?"
Just reply back, totes, and hit send.
Okay, perfect.
Well, hold on. She's getting pizza. Did we ever see her exchange currency for the thing she was getting?
Not on.
Always assume positive intent.
Shadow money. It disappears after an hour.
Illusory coins.
Because in the shadow dimension, it's condensed magical power exchange as currency.
Yeah,
Mm,
little black spheres of.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Why not have two dark magicians on a job? That would make it easier.
It's not
Fine,
like
you
she's
go tell
replaced.
Crusader, and I storm into the base.
Look,
What?
guys. I mean, if he doesn't want her to come along with us on missions, that's fine, right? I mean, it's her
Yeah, I just.
sister. There's boundaries. Like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't
I guess
invite
if my brother
sister,
wanted to.
but
She's
Yeah.
family, though. Your brother is family. If they wanted to come on missions, wouldn't they be allowed to come?
I mean, my brother
Well-
doesn't have powers, so I think
Yeah,
he
neither
wouldn't
does my
want
sister.
to. Yeah. I mean, the difference is she has magic bullshit. I don't
What
know.
difference does that make?
Well, I mean, it's the difference between getting crushed in a black hole and not getting crushed in a black hole.
You trust they can handle themselves? I'm pretty sure she can.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the difference. Like, she probably can, but if it's his family deal, sometimes
I
you
do
want to
not
leave.
understand this.
Yes, my evil
So,
family.
Liv, we don't want a repeat of the other night. Like, trying to quell the waves.
Yes, all right. That's reasonable, I guess.
Last time family got involved, things sort of blew up.
That is true. I'll wander
So,
off.
let's have a blanket, no family
On missions.
No family
on missions.
All
But
right.
she's bringing pizza now, so I think she comes in with pizza. Pizza
Yeah,
wins, right?
pizza's her ticket into the base.
So now we have to.
Better-
Okay. So people can come into the base if they're bringing food, but not on missions.
No, if we know them and they're bringing in food and we want them in the base, then it's okay.
All right.
I'll make you a flow chart.
Thank you.
Perfect. So, obviously, she might be a bit with the pizza. What do you guys do in the meanwhile?
I want to
I
scan
don't
the
have
skeleton.
pineapple on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I think the immediate thing is go scan whatever the stuff we got.
Okay. Then, I think you are assessing a situation.
Cool.
I,
Can I
We
I'd
got
like
a-
to use the plus
Can I get a
one
plus
for
one?
computer.
Can I get a +1 forward for using the stuff I stole?
Is that what that gives you? I think it just gives you the stuff.
I
Well, we
guess
have
it
a
does give us
+1 from the
access.
previous assess roll that I did, right?
The +1 forward from stealing the stuff, I don't think is a thing. But yes, the +1 forward from the previous assess is, and the +1 forward from if Ben is rolling, they have a +1 forward generally for the next roll. So, if Ben rolls, they would actually get +2 forward. 1 if you were taking advantage of Kyle's assess, because it doesn't have to be Kyle that takes advantage of it, I think. As long as Kyle like shares the information and it makes sense, which it does here.
Yeah.
So
I would
probably see
actually have
Greg.
the same +2 because of my mission.
True. Totally up to you.
Yours is
Also got a
probably
+1
better.
forward towards
Greg is trying to
computer.
scan it. It's like, I can't read these things. Someone else. Take a look at this.
Yeah, my superior's at 0, so with +2.
Oh, yeah, so's
that's not
mine.
too bad. Okay. All right, I'll fail the roll. Fine.
You're the leader.
Yep.
Well,
Oh,
Wow.
Well,
Very
that's a thing.
nice. Okay. So, you're assessing the situation.
yeah. Basic moves. There it goes. Wasn't scrolling down. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Ask 2 questions.
What do we must care about?
So what are we looking for out of this? We're looking for who killed the scientist. Like what do we
Your-
want out
well,
of this?
Your
this is
mission-
the
I
like
wanna know
people
what's happening
inventory.
down there.
We're trying to figure out what is the pod technology.
Yeah.
So
and your
that's
mission
what
is to
your
find out where it
mission
came
is.
from,
What-
actually.
yeah, what here can I use to find the source of this technology?
Okay. So as you are scanning this technology, your scanner doesn't immediately recognize even the materials it's necessarily made out of. It's like unknown metal. And then it says sort of loading in an extra database of unusual metals. And it recognizes a lot of the metals that this is made out of, and it spits out the name. What is the name of the alien race that invaded a while ago?
Oh, I had that.
You just said it earlier this session.
No, that was just one I pulled out.
Oh, okay.
I didn't write it down.
Then I let me just
Yeah,
give
just
you a
make
sec.
one up. It's fine. Yeah.
I have
Previous alien invader based technology.
Volcoid is what I have actually. Does that work?
Volcoid. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like Volkite is what it's called. It is metal. It is the name given for the metal of that was salvaged from the various spaceships that were destroyed. Most of them in orbit, not all of them, crash landed on Earth, but it is that metal. You suspect then, based on that and the answer to your question, that stuff to do with that metal, its properties, you can get more information on that. That will also get you more information on all of this.
Guys, we got a problem.
What's up?
This is Volkite.
And
Do
that
we know
is-
what that
And
is?
get the wave keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't remember huge alien invasion? Is it now 5 years ago?
I was in the shadow realm.
Not particularly.
Looking at Ben like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So bad.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, the Legion had to come help the last time.
Well, it's good that we already have the Legion here then.
Yeah, but
No,
I'm
he means
saying
like
that.
the whole Legion.
Well, I'm saying that what we have on Earth wasn't enough. We had to have help.
Yeah, it was bad. I was like 12.
This is a bad incursion. These guys weren't supposed to come back.
It's just
Well,
like
did-
scraps.
Well, did they, when the Legion came, did they like just sign a treaty, or like did they kick them off?
They
It
blew up
was a bit of a battle. Yeah.
So, do we know if there are any of these Volkites that should be alive?
Volcoids, and
Volcoids.
they shouldn't be.
Okay, so it seems like either someone scavenged their tech, or you didn't squash all the bugs.
Either
I
way.
assume they're bugs.
That's
what
up to you
does
if-
this tech do?
We ask if there's 2 more questions.
One more question, but yes.
Yeah, one more
Yeah.
question. Yeah, I think like what does this shit do is
What is it really? Is it, no, that's
Yeah, let's pierce the mask of the technology.
what here can I use to figure out the function of the technology if we want to
That
Yeah.
question is
the Legion
always.
actually, if you can follow up with the Legion and confirm what you just found out, they will probably escalate this, basically archive research ticket. And then they'll be able to connect you with a senior specialist.
Bureaucracy.
your trouble ticket number 75742. We hope the end of the world doesn't come before we call you back.
Yeah, no. In terms of knowledge, are the best bet, but that is the thing. Is there might be a bit of a waiting process still.
All right. Yeah, I think the phone's already ringing to Grisha.
Yep. Yeah, she says, Kyle, this is unexpected. Is something wrong?
Volcoids, what do we know?
That's a big question. What about specifically?
Well, and I pick up the piece of technology that I have in my hand. They're here.
You're sure about that?
I mean, do you know if Volkite comes from any other planet? Because I think it only comes from one planet. That's why it's named Volkite.
Well, I'll see what I can pick up. If you've just seen their stuff, it could be salvaging. It's not the first time we've seen it. In fact, we tried to. Never mind. But
That's what I said. Off screen.
yeah, but I will let my superiors know, and they will get back as soon as possible with everything that we can figure out what this technology could do. Send you a briefing, hopefully by the morning.
I'll be waiting. He just cuts it off.
Yeah. Mission.
Well,
Actually, no, mission's not complete. That's not where it came from.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably what she says before you cut off. It's just like, in order to confirm whether or not Volkites are on the planet, we need to know where this came from.
This trigger a search? Do we?
well, we know someone who was working there who might know.
Yeah, let's go shake down Brad.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go beat up Brad.
Okay.
And you say this, and it's like, think we have to break my rule here if we need to go talk to Brad.
Wait, what rule?
I don't have the magic to get us in and out of a prison.
Does your sister?
She graduated Evil Wizard High School.
Teleportation 107. She was almost valedictorian, she said, so she must have gotten an A, right?
Yeah.
Are you taking a look at the skeleton at the same time, or did you want to merge that into this?
I figured
Yeah,
the
I think-
skeleton was part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure it's like the whole thing.
Then Agatha still hasn't gotten back.
I'll text her. Like, get lost? Question mark. A bunch of emojis.
Yep. There's like this person is typing, and then it stops. And then this person is typing icon again, and then it stops, and then eventually it just says, had a problem, delay. I think what it says is, had a delay, no pizza, be back soon. Then there's a knock on your door. to the base.
That was fast.
Or proximity alarm, I think, is what it is.
Yeah,
We're in the,
proximity.
like a basement of some shop. Like
Perfect.
there's a cover business of some kind on top of it.
It's an old mechanic or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think either Conduit or Greg has to answer that, considering you live here.
Yeah. So we pull up the Ring doorbell.
The newly installed Ring doorbell.
Height of super security.
Yep.
This episode brought to you by Ring.
So I assume there's a camera and you can see who it is and stuff? Or
Yeah.
what do you, okay.
Yeah, it's like a
You do not see Agatha there. Instead, you see the trench coat and hat wearing Crusader. In the distance, you can see sort of like I imagine if you're in the basement, there's like stairs up. Like sort of strewn across the stairs behind her are several boxes of pizza that looks like they were like tossed or something, and they're just there now, spreading grease.
That's her. That's the person who suggested I should go to the ruins. She's why we have this stuff.
You talked to Crusader and then didn't say anything about it?
She knocks on the door again.
Wasn't
I assume there's no
important
light
this
on the camera.
Yeah,
telling her.
I'm going to the door and open.
I didn't know. Wait, that's Crusader?
Yes. I
Uh,
pull out my Crusader baseball card.
You know, I should get a binder of these.
Right here in the hero decks.
Yeah.
he's a big
Look,
name
here's my mom.
hero.
Perfect. So yeah, she you answer the door and she's like there with her hat tilted down, nods, says, "Kyle." You've never told her your
Crusader?
name.
He just
What-
knows.
What brings you here?
We need to talk about Agatha. You should know she's not
Look,
here on
whatever
good
she
business.
said, I didn't do.
Can I come in?
What? Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could stop you if I tried. Come on in.
She doesn't say anything to
And-
that.
You
Just
brought
steps
pizza.
inside.
That's awesome. Let's grab some of the pizza and bring it
Off the floor.
Yep.
Okay.
Ben, pizza's here.
Floor pizza. This won't make me sick. I just take a bite of it.
You just check the future.
I check the future. I'm good.
Perfect.
Maybe I'll try pizza another.
So yeah, of course, she doesn't sit down because she's too cool to sit down. She stands in
Yeah,
most...
that would mess with her power of having a breeze flow and billow her
Yeah.
cloak just enough.
and her power of shadowy lighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Now she has Chiaroscuro as one of her like special moves.
Yep. She says, "Came to warn you. Agatha here. She has business. Been snooping around. Been rumors. Something's happening in the Shadow Realm. She's part of it. He might be part of
Oh.
it too." She just like looks at Greg.
Who, Greg?
No? No?
Like Greg was studying for his math test.
Greg passed a math test.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd give you a warning. Wanted to
I
talk
didn't
to
do
her,
it.
but she immediately
didn't do it.
ran.
I did not
Listen.
invite her. She just showed up.
Ain't that suspicious?
I mean,
Just keep an
She-
eye out,
see-
kids.
yes, ma'am.
I mean,
See her doing anything
it's just-
suspicious?
Is there
Call
more?
me.
Is it just her?
So far. Something's coming, though. And she pulls, like... Would she have a business card? She probably would, like a private investigator type of business card. So she pulls it out and... And the icon is... There's, like, the business card information, name at the top. The top half of the business card is in white. The bottom is in black. Like a sword in between. But the sword is sort of mixed with, like, an eyes and hats sort of as well. And yeah, you get like Jennifer Jade is her name. and AKA Crusader, and it's like private investigator of paranormal activities.
Thanks, Miss
Paranormal
Jade.
PI.
Do you need me to keep an eye on her?
Always keep an eye out. There's
I mean,
al-
I can definitely do that. Like I'm perfectly willing to take on that responsibility.
and not seeing, like, either she doesn't know or she doesn't care where you're going with this, and she says, never close your eyes to what could be happening.
Oh, I'll want to see every second of it. Trust me.
Good.
Little
Consider yourselves warned. And she just like turns around and starts walking out the door, unless you stop her. She's just like, I've said what I've come to say.
have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you.
She
So, Greg,
raises her hand
what's
behind,
that
like,
about?
as she leaves to wave.
Yeah, as soon as the door closes, I'm like, little creepy, Kyle. Just a little too much.
What do you want her to come back tomorrow?
The alarm goes
No,
off in front of your base that someone is smoking outside. The smoke alarm, like the like pre-smoke alarm.
She stopped to
She's
smoke.
she's lit a cigar rather, and she's is it a cigar? No, I think it's a cigarette. And she looks down. You see her like mildly consider taking a piece of floor pizza that's left outside, but decides not to and leaves.
Does she like
I know.
narrate herself as she's walking
Yes.
In her own head,
going
absolutely.
outside, like pick up the pizza on the ground was greasy and horrible.
Yep,
Just like the
Just
city.
like this city.
yep, that's very true.
Her other power is narration.
Yeah,
So,
3
Greg,
powers. Chiaroscuro, giant sword narration.
Greg, is your sister evil? Is that a
They're
thing we
all
should
evil.
be concerned?
All of them are
Like,
evil.
But like real evil. Like I mean, you're on like a borderline. You're just a little weird. I mean, but what level of evil are we talking?
Well, she graduated Evil Wizard High School.
I mean, wouldn't you have to if you didn't come here?
Well,
What do you do to graduate Evil Wizard High School? Is it evil?
make it past
How
your
many
freshman,
virgins died?
to make it past your freshman year, you have to go through the trial of whatever, and
The Trial of Blood?
yeah, the
I have a
trial of blood and
terrible
darkness,
idea
and
for what it
I
is.
did not.
I have a terrible
go
idea
through
for
that,
what the trial actually is.
Yeah,
My idea is, do they literally have you drown a puppy?
I don't know. I didn't do it. I left when they said I had to do some big
Okay.
trial of blood and darkness.
Okay, so you never heard specifically what it was.
Nope. I left. Like, not for me.
But she did it.
Yeah,
Well, she did it very well, apparently.
apparently.
Does that mean she did it good?
Top of her class in evil sorcery. What does that mean?
There's
Yeah.
you hear frantic knocking at the door, and then the proximity alarm happens at the same time. And then you just hear her voice through the door. Agatha, is she gone? I think she's gone. Can I come in?
I'll go open the door. Yeah, Crusader's gone. And but just before I let you all the way in, Agatha, I just one quick question. Have you ever killed anybody? Or anything for that matter, like living thing? Have you ever ended its existence?
Have you?
She takes like a weirdly long time to think about it, and then she says, "No."
Have you consigned them to the Shadow Realm eternally?
Have you stolen their souls?
Let's go play some spin the bottle or truth or dare or something. We'll figure this out.
Still creepy. This was cute when she wasn't evil.
Uh, but no, I think like I'm really gonna look at her this time.
You want to
I'm gonna
pierce her mask?
Try. Yep.
Okay.
And that is what, mundane? Awesome. That's 0 now.
All right, let's do this.
Yay, 7.
Okay.
What are you really planning?
She is really planning to hang out here, get to know Earth. She genuinely seems like that is what she wants to do. However,
motivations don't factor into this question. It's what are you planning to do? Motivations are not part of the answer.
That is what she is planning to do. However, I won't answer this, but you feel a bit of guilt from something she might have already done. But she is planning from now on to just be who she has been.
We were told that there were some happenings in the Shadow Realm. Could you?
There's always things happening in the Shadow Realm. Dad is just like, go do this, deliver this important message to the other realm over here, the Ice Realm. Go collect taxes.
They still have taxes in the Shadow Realm?
Oh, and
two
they're
things
bad.
you can't avoid: death and taxes. Yeah.
First one's debatable, she says.
So,
no, it's
so there's like
there's just
only taxes are
politics.
unavoidable in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah. No, it's she looks at actually past Kyle towards Greg and says, Grigori, graduate like life after school kind of sucks. That's why I'm here now.
Fine, but we help people in this realm.
Okay. Sure.
And to start on helping people, we need to talk to somebody who might be somewhat inaccessible, if you'd be willing to help.
Yeah. Could you like shadow teleport us somewhere?
Where do you need to go?
County lockup.
Yeah. Star wipe.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what happens. We star wipe.
Like shadow wipe.
We see
Yeah.
Darkness expands over the screen and tendrils of shadow, and then
yeah, we see Brad. This is probably his first day in prison after processing. We see a montage. He like gets sentenced alongside his other peers. They're all put in individuals. He gets introduced to his roommates.
It's Bunky.
Yeah, his bunkie.
What's
like,
up,
hey,
new fish?
what are you in here for? Evil scientist stuff. What are you? Tried to rob a bank. Normal stuff. Yeah, no, it's very
lad got me.
dreary for him. And then like having trouble sleeping on his first night because the bed is like springy and always loud and squeaky. Just whenever his roommate just rolls over, then it wakes them both up. Sleep. And then I think we see underneath like lights are off, everything is dark, but then there's this writhing pool of blacker darkness that starts spreading from underneath it, and it grows out in front of the bunk bed and rises until it's a number of black silhouettes. Shadow slowly, it's like tar from them.
As the shadow is
there.
As the shadow is dripping, it resonates with a bunch of voices, all speaking in unison, trying to provoke Greg into telling us what he wants, trying to just immediately scare him with shadow thaumaturgy, because I'm not happy that we had to use my system. I'm trying to take the initiative in the situation.
Perfect. So yeah, the 5 of you are here, standing in front of these, like you see 2 like prison jumpsuited people, top bunk, bottom bunk. You recognize Brad on the bottom bunk. There was no sound audible to them, so you're just suddenly to them.
Just then it's like, where did the pods come from, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, by bringing Agatha, does that break the secret investigation rule?
Oh, I think so.
It will if you tell her specifically what you're investigating, stuff like that. She doesn't.
I mean,
do
she's
that.
gonna hear the conversation between
Then
us and
yes,
Brad.
it
I'm
would.
sure. Okay, I'll wait till that happens, and then mark it as broken.
Okay. So, do you interrogate him here in the cell and just like?
Yeah, no, I try to spook him as we appear, like, where did the pods come from? Tell us
Yeah,
what you know,
so
as the
immediately he's
shadow
like,
is
"Ha!"
dripping and stuff.
The roommate, of course, is like, "Huh? What?"
Brad.
And looks up, and the bunkmate wakes up, sees you 4, 5, 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to provoke Greg into just start confessing.
Okay.
I'm going to manage
Not
the
Greg,
bunkmate.
Brad.
Before you
I'm
can
Greg.
provoke him, the bunkmate is gonna freak out and call the guards.
No,
You stop him.
can I want to just hold a black hole in my hand and just say, you know, in a black hole, just like space, no one can hear you scream. So I'd suggest just let us do what we need to do.
Okay, that sounds like provoking him.
Threaten, provoke.
Oh,
I get
that
plus.
also breaks a rule. Don't coerce people.
You know, other people can break my rules.
Um,
I thought only he couldn't.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking because you're alongside them and acting together at this point, very, very together. That's why I considered it. But
The
He's not
rule be
acting
broken
on
if he
Conduit's
tries
order.
to actually throw the black hole at him as an intimidation, and Conduit does not
I'm just
intervene.
holding it.
yeah, okay. I don't think it's broken yet.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah, if Conduit does not intervene in this action, then yeah, I think that would be a rule break.
So I roll with my +1 forward from our team building.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Okay, perfect. So instead, they can either stumble, err, or overreact. I think they're going to stumble. They're not going to do what you want. They are going. He says guards, but like his voice is super hoarse. Guards, and he starts yelling louder. You have +1 forward against him, and he stumbles in trying to call them, but he is still trying to call them.
Can I knock him out?
Yes. Now he is a normal person.
Yes,
so
that's fine.
I think in
He's
this
not
case,
dead.
I think in this case, you would be unleashing your powers. He's not a dangerous foe that you have to trade blows with him, but you are using your enhanced body to knock him out before he can actually cards. I think that's the closest thing I can do this.
Sounds good.
Oh.
There is no team in this pool.
There is no team in this.
well, hold on.
Wasn't there?
Unless we're
There was
counting
one,
this
but was
entering
moved.
combat.
Did we gain a team mid-session? Does one of the things get us a team?
No.
The leader has influence over every teammate at another team. Oh wait, that's when you enter battle.
That's when you enter battle.
Yeah,
we haven't
so
entered
it
battle as a
depends
team.
if this counts as entering battle.
No,
Does not.
This is specifically not the dynamic entry of battle.
Yep. Cool.
Well,
So
I can.
you
Wait,
knock.
did you get a +1 forward for the team building or no?
Did one of our team celebration moves give a
Let's
team?
see.
+1 forward, I don't
No,
think
we
it
all
did.
have different team moves.
In
Yeah.
me,
Different
no.
boons.
Okay.
Okay.
I had a +1
yeah.
forward to act on the information on the computer, which still hasn't been used. But
Then I think
not
that's
really.
just what happens. You still knock him out, but not before a guard hears what happens. We see a to 6, not a 7 to 9. So I don't think the guard's on their way. I think the guard's here. So we hear like, what is it, Ramirez? Flashlight clicks on. There's like a guard standing 2 feet, like looking into the cell at all of this, and he doesn't. There's a second where the guard is just shocked, like. Ew.
Also, does my knocking him out break the no force?
I mean, is that forcefully
get to that
coercing
later.
someone when you just knock
we'll-
them out? I
It does
don't.
not. We'll get to that later.
Well, because coercing is like you want something out of him. You knocked him out so he
Yeah.
didn't talk.
So the guard is there's a split second. I think Greg, you hear Agatha muttering something under her breath. Do you want to deal with the guard before she does?
Yeah, I would like to pull out a old hero badge that I had from the base and try to lie into that, using that as a vector. The hero badge from the Vigilant base, like an old timey one we had sitting around, being trying to convince the guard it's official hero business.
Okay, perfect.
So I flash a badge to try to convince the guard that we are.
A badge you just created,
Acting.
right?
Well, it would be a badge we got from the Vigilant base, but I'm using my white lies move. I'm just trying to justify with my silent hero persona.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, white lies is perfect. Yeah, they do
This
not
means it's
want...
not his problem. It's exactly what the guard
That is
wants to hear.
exactly
This
what
is-
it wants to hear. Yeah, no, he looks shocked and does not want to be part of this, so... Yep, we'll save your... Oh, wait, hold on. You're not comforting or supporting them, though, with white lies.
Yeah, they kind of are.
I mean, it could be like, I don't want to
I'm
deal with 4
absolving him of-
superheroes.
I'm absolving him of this responsibility.
I would not call... He is not in a position to be comforted or supported, though. He is in a position to be provoked to not do anything. Or just dealt with powers, I think.
I can try to provoke him into that, being like, this is
Yeah,
hero business.
Same thing would be, I think
Yeah.
it's provoke.
Same thing, except I'm rolling superior instead of savior. It's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
See how it goes.
I got an 8.
Nice. Okay. So they will instead to choose to do one of these. Doesn't make sense to... Okay. Yeah, they are going to air. Wait just a second. This might not happen in the first place. Marissa,
Yeah.
you get a +1 against them.
Yep. That
Which
would have
means you
been
got
a 7.
to take him. Never mind. Okay. I'm okay if you
Oh.
are to roll this back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Marissa would
Yep.
not have would have gotten a 7, not a 6.
There's potential.
So I guess, Marissa, you choose market condition or the effect is unstable or temporary.
I am going with unstable or temporary. I don't have conditions to throw away like that right now.
Okay. Then he is, I think, unstable temporary in this case. I think it makes sense for him to be knocked out, and there is still a guard, but they're like somewhere else in the wing, and they heard the call, like, Ramirez, is that you? From somewhere like the second floor. Hold on, I'm on my way. And they're like they're walking speed on their way back down. You have a short time.
This is like a video game, like 10 seconds, he's going to be like, oh, must have been the wind, and walk away.
Hopefully, but I don't think so. Maybe if he comes to the cell itself and sees this.
Are
They're all
you saying
hiding.
guards don't
So
normally
now-
do that?
So now can we provoke
You've dealt
Brad?
with stuff, yes. Brad has just been like, oh no, it's you. It's
Yeah.
you.
So shadowy voices ring all around Brad, asking him whispered questions about the pods and where they came from.
Excellent. Some
As
of
I
them were-
re-roll superior.
Yep, let's do another superior to provoke him to talk.
Ooh,
Boom.
I can't
Nice.
fail a single
Cards.
roll. I'm never gonna level up.
Perfect. So, it says, I I don't know what I okay. We were getting these deliveries from someone with the technology. There was a lot of boxes, a lot of warehouses. I remember helping set one of those pods up. It's what was the name of it? I'm trying to remember the name of the company. And I think he gives you. I can find a name for it soon, but he gives you specifically the name of the ship of the company that was on the label of all the boxes. Just a second, I can grab it. It's called Nebula Technologies. He says that is the company that's like stamped on all the crates that they got. Seem to have all of this, and he thinks they might be working like this. He doesn't know, but it wasn't like they were buying their parts from different places. It was all coming from this one place. Brad thinks they might have been this whole secret lab thing might have been Nebula Technologies. He doesn't know for sure. He said the work culture there is really toxic, and you're not encouraged to ask questions at all. Yeah.
Could have gone to HR about that one, Brad.
Is there anything else? I told you everything I know about that.
I think we just dissolve into the shadows before he can really get over the shock of it.
That's what you were specifically asking about, like where did it come from, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned questions. Yeah.
But it was more just the stupid shadow thing of it, just like various rephrasings of that.
Okay, perfect.
Unless
We
anyone's
get out
anything else,
before
I
the
think we just dissolve back into the shadows.
Yep. I think that's fine.
get out before the guard gets there.
You do.
Yeah.
The guard comes, flicks his light, and he looks up and
A,
sees
a groggy Ramirez,
Ramirez
apparently.
is just like, like groggy, and Brad is just like almost fetal position. Like,
yeah.
Ramirez, we don't got a nightlight for you. Got to get used to the dark. Flicks his light off and walks.
I'll get to your sleep again.
It's sorry, I said Ramirez. That one was to Brad. That last one.
Mm-hmm.
Brad's first night.
Hey, Brad's had a bad couple days.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to keep popping in on Brad occasionally, just to, running gag of
See how he's
making his
doing.
life a living hell.
He
Yeah.
really should not have answered that email with that job offer.
Yeah. It
Now,
has wronged
because
him.
Was too good
now
to be
because
true.
we've been to his cell, I can move there as a flare for 2 to
Right.
burn.
One moment, Brad. We just need a place to hide out in your cell because
Yep.
Oh, that's our bug out point. Is
Brad is
Brad's
just gonna
cell.
end like I foresee over the course of the game, he's like, oh hey guys, by the end.
Yeah, he just
he's
becomes
either
less
gonna be-
bothered by it.
He's either going to be a superhero by the end of this called Brad-tastic or Bradical.
I like Bradical.
The
more. I like both.
Bradinator.
Or he's
Or-
going to be a supervillain.
Yeah.
Hell bent on destroying us all.
I foresee
Our
either he
personal
is
villain.
perfectly fine with you all, or he is in a straitjacket by the end of the
Yeah,
first.
we'll see where Brad ends up. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all teleport back to base, I assume. And
Yeah.
Probably just outside because of the warding things. Still probably don't let ward in.
Yeah, it's general magic protection. It's bad if you just have an open teleport channel.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Agatha says, "Well, that was interesting. Is that helping people?
yes.
Eventually, yeah.
That was
We think big
interesting.
picture. We go big picture here.
Okay. You guys have a spare bed? I mean,
This loud sigh from Greg.
I was hoping to stay at your apartment, Greg, but if you're staying here,
Yes, there's bunks.
thank you, thank you, thank you. She gives you a hug.
Where were you staying before?
I had a hotel. It was expensive.
What did you pay with?
Money.
Where'd you get money?
I have an allowance. I just asked for it in dollars this time instead of like shadow orbs.
So your dad knows you were coming?
I mean,
Because
doesn't
why else
exactly
would you
take a lot of
ask?
interest in our business.
Dad does not hand out the allowance.
Your dad doesn't hand out your allowance?
Dad cut you
No.
off from your allowance. Not
No,
me
no,
from
no.
mine.
He doesn't hand it to you. I understand I'm cut off, but he doesn't like personally give you the allowance. You go to the.
Oh, yeah, that's because
Yeah,
he owns
he's a-
all of the shadow banks.
He's a guy for it. You just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just teleport home.
Father has a demon burser or something. It's just like
The staff gives you the allowance. It's not.
Staff.
It's not Dad that hands you the.
Are we hitting this technology place tonight? Or did we all study for our English test tomorrow?
Is it exam week?
Yes.
Does it turn out this entire
it's
thing is
midterms.
midterms.
Oh, definitely.
perfect?
I
Had
finished
to go
that
for the
book.
Regents diploma. Yeah.
I already know how it ends.
You do not. I mean, you have to look up what you know technologies. I think it's probably not a name you know.
It's not a public-facing company.
Not at all.
And I assume that's not enough for the mission that Conduit has.
No, probably not.
No, it has.
Okay.
It has yet to mean anything. So I guess now the important question: do you study for English tests or do you research the company?
I'd like to talk to Greg.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll research while everyone else is talking.
Agatha
You
does
interrupt Greg
Have
reading.
Agatha help me.
Yeah.
Old Man in the Sea or whatever you have to read in 10th grade. No, that's not 10th grade.
No, yeah, it is.
Is it?
Easier.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, so you interrupt Greg
6
reading
months
Old
of
Man
my
in the
life.
Sea.
Greg, do you mind if could we talk for a moment somewhere else?
I look around and it's an empty room. I mean, I guess we could
Oh, okay, it's
change
an empty room.
rooms.
No, never mind. This is fine. I just So I mentioned before that that Michelle, that Boundless was at the lab when you showed up, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah?
I'm a little worried about her. Uh, she didn't seem to know who I was, and
Is,
that's Mhm.
isn't that your whole thing, though? You can do the whole.
Yes, but I didn't do that. When I left her last, she at least knew who I was. She
Can you do it to
wasn't.
yourself?
I I don't think I did. Uh,
Like, can you do it? If you can do it to yourself, maybe she, scrubbed unnecessary information.
as far as I know, that wasn't a power she had.
Mm,
And why would knowing who I am, why would that be necessary?
your evil twin?
I really hope I don't have one.
Well, she's not an evil twin?
No.
You have the same outfit, just different colors. Like,
Yes, and so did all the others. That doesn't mean we're twins. There were some that
oh,
were different ages, were different genders. I mean, we don't have the same powers. We're not that.
So she can't brain wipe?
She couldn't, not as far as I know.
I thought that was just like a standard power set. Like we all learned the same spells in ninth grade. I don't know. It's the
Look, no, here's what she can do. As far as I remember, she can phase and she can throw things telekinetically, and here I need to ask the GM if there's other things.
The only other thing she has is she also has your strength and speed, technically superpower.
Right. And she has the strength and speed, but she can't do anything else. I don't see any reason why she would have forgotten me.
maybe she was lying.
Looking
Consider that.
frantically. She wouldn't lie to me. I don't. Uh, never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. I just wanted to talk to someone, all right?
Fine. But can you get back to the real problem? Why did you go to Crusader again?
I didn't go to Crusader. She came here.
You know she wants to eliminate the Shadow Realm, right? Just the whole thing.
Well, from what you've been describing of it, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
But people live there. Are we supposed to be heroes?
Well, yes, I guess so, but the Shadow Realm isn't exactly a heroic place.
All the more reason for a shadow hero.
Which we have. We have you. So then I assume the rest of it is bad. You said it yourself. They're all evil. You were
I
talking
meant
about
all
your
of my
sister.
family. I come from evil family. I don't understand. I've
Evil
been very
family,
upfront about
evil
this.
world. But it's either one or the other. Take your pick.
The whole
Evil or
realm
not
isn't
evil.
evil. Just like there's good and bad on the mortal plane.
From the other room, the living room, you hear Agatha. Oh no, Agatha. Never mind. She's not by herself. She's with. Take that back.
There's good and bad on all realms. Have you ever met an ice hound? They're the friendliest dog-shaped elementals you will ever run into.
I cannot say I've met an ice hound. I guess I still have some more to learn, and I'll. It's not like we had the option to wipe out the Shadow Realm anyways, and Crusader can't do it anyways either, so let's just not worry about it for now.
Stupid paladins. Go back to my book.
So, speaking of,
Oh, well, we were planning on hitting that place tonight, right?
researching it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So I probably wouldn't have gone home, so I'm just probably just sitting in the living room like, this is not my forte. I throw black holes and do other things. I don't research and I try to talk about my feelings. So he's just sitting there in the living room.
Yeah. I don't know. Was that supposed to be a team move that you were working on?
I was attempting to clear something. I don't know. Did I hurt you at all?
I mean, so what's the question you have to ask? Specifically, like what's the
Hurt
specific?
someone or break something. I obviously didn't break something. I'm
clearing
just
a
trying to get
condition.
down from. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't break anything. I was just trying to see if I could bend it to make it work.
Okay.
Okay.
So in
I
Kyle's
didn't
room,
hurt.
does she have the book open of the Old Man and was the Old Man and the Sea? I've never read that.
It's short.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't even want to think about that book.
It's probably
So, yeah,
something
I
like,
think-
oh, mhm.
Oh,
It's
I was
a
gonna
book.
say. Go ahead.
I would say it's a book schools love to make you write way too much about.
Mm-hmm.
Catcher in the Rye.
So
See, that one's good.
Agatha is flipping through it, and she's, this is way better than books we got. You ever had to learn to read Latin? Old Latin. That's a way to read.
Can't say that I have, but and I'm gonna
Really
tap.
boring.
So Kyle's sort of sitting at like a computer station, but there's like another monitor off to the side, and he taps it, and it's black and white security camera showing Greg and Liv sitting in the meeting room talking. No audio. Like, I think Greg's got a crush on Liv as he's like typing away.
Yeah, she looks up like, oh no, there's something more important, and puts the book down. Like, what? Scrambles over to look at the monitor
I think
alongside you.
they've been spending a lot of time talking to each other. I don't know. I give them their space because it seems like they just got secrets, but you know,
That's
they do talk a lot.
great. It's gonna kill me not to ask him about it.
Oh, I mean, ask publicly. We do that here.
Monster.
Yes!
Monster.
Okay,
Oh
perfect.
man.
I will think of what questions to ask. It's gonna be great. Should I ask it in front of both of them? Is that better?
Yeah, you know, it helps get the relationship started if they can be open and honest about it. So you want to ask in front of a large group of
Yes,
people.
I heard that about Earth. Okay, yeah. Forgot. Yeah, people here value honesty. Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, you get a lot to learn about humans and mating
It's
rituals.
really
Wait a minute, that was weird.
interesting. I just
Yeah, real smooth there.
yeah. He says, I mean, when I first came to Earth, it was just like, I'll be here for a couple weeks. It'll be a vacation, my first one. But I could stay here. Think I could stay here?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have a problem with it as long as Greg's cool with it. You know, he's your brother.
I mean, I'm his older sister. I don't need his approval for any of this. I mean,
Not approval, but again, it's a human thing. We sort of we respect boundaries.
huh. Cool.
In
Yeah,
the Shadow
like-
Realm, boundaries are defended with sword and spells.
Yeah, boundaries not respected. They are violently
Defended.
enforced, attacked, and defended. Yes. Well,
Yeah, I could think this whole time, like we're just seeing window after window popping up about Nebula. What was it,
the auto
Enterprises?
search is happening.
Yeah, Nebula Technologies. Yeah.
What about you? Do you have a crush on anyone?
Gorge. I mean, I really hadn't been looking. I guess you never know what's going to fall into your lap, though.
I guess that's true. You
Yeah,
watch movies on the
so I
computer?
gotta well, sorry, what was that?
At the same time as you talked, probably in character too, she says, "Can you watch movies on this computer?"
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll shove it onto the other monitor while I'm, nervously typing away.
Yeah. There's something I heard about. It's apparently a classic. I think this is how it's pronounced. Shrek? Is that a thing?
Yeah. We can watch Shrek, for it is love and it is life.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, news of it had reached the Shadow Realm, so I thought it might be
I'm
a big thing.
Sure, Mike Myers would be very happy to hear that. You should probably let him know that he's a star in another dimension.
Realm, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. Let's watch it.
Go ahead. Go watch. Yeah, we'll watch Shrek. And
She has no idea what Shrek is. By the way, as you're watching it together, she literally she knew the name and nothing else.
She gets to learn the majesty of Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah,
so
no,
next week she's going to be prancing around singing All Star. Like,
Oh no, that's gonna be stuck in my head all night.
She, but while you're watching it, I think she absolutely will snuggle into you while you're watching.
Yeah,
Shadow
Down.
moves, if you will.
Yes.
not about to dissuade that, so we'll go with it.
And then, yeah,
Doing
anything.
actual research.
Yep. And we see it. The search continues into the night. We'll see the result next session, I think.
Fair enough.
Yep. I want the fade out scene to be just Smash Mouth, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
Yeah, but through a bedroom door while Ken is like flipping through boring Google searches.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, that's the end of this session.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
that was great. At the end of each session, you pick one of three things: grow closer to the team, away from the team, or into your own image of yourself. Who would like to go first?
I think I know mine. Me and my friend made up, so I grew closer to the team.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm already influenced
So
by
Kyle made you feel
conduit.
welcome.
Yeah.
So yes, give influence to that character, which means Zen affect Zen's character stats.
I can, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Think here. I don't want to. Can this give you a condition if I pick poorly? He's like
Yes,
+3?
but then he can choose to
Okay.
clear a condition or mark potential immediately after. So it could just go
Yeah.
away immediately.
Okay.
Do you want to know what my labels are, or
You're welcome
I'm
to
looking
speak
at him right
freely
now.
about them.
Yeah.
okay?
I just grabbed your sheet. Okay. No, okay. I thought your freak was at 3. So based
No,
on
it just
the
went down
scene,
after I talked to Coach Fountain.
yeah, based on the scene, I think freak up, mundane down.
Okay. Sorry, Coach.
I mean, I told you, lean into your powers.
That's fair. And instead of clearing the condition, I will mark potential. So I'm 1 away from leveling. And
All right.
when
Nice.
we would hit our potential, like when we hit 5 of 5, do we level up immediately?
I did hit 5 of 5 earlier in the session. Leveling up in the middle of the session when you're trying to pick through 50 million moves is hard, so I'll be doing it in the middle.
Yeah. So
If
you
you
don't
had
have
something
to.
pre-picked, I think the answer is yes.
You don't have to level up immediately, but you can.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just like any other Powered by the Apocalypse game, right? It
Mhm.
can be immediate if you need it to be.
Yep.
Let's see. For myself, what am I doing? I think I held myself away from the team but I was like good-naturedly ribbing everyone. I think grow into your own image of yourself works here. We'll split the
Yeah.
difference.
I think that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to shift. Let's see.
Well, firstly, how do you see yourself and why? What type of image did you grow into?
I mean, it's much more of the trying to be the leader and have a sort of distance from people, but still be personable. And he's doing that by being a good-natured prick,
Being
right?
nice,
Like
but
it
not
keeps that
close.
wall up, but yeah, just
Okay.
good-natured ribbing and things like that. It keeps that wall between you, but it still shows acceptance,
Mhm.
right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, I think I'm going to shift superior up and mundane down.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Crow closer to the team. In general, all of the yelling from last time mostly abated. In this case, I'm going to pick Continuum again, because the thing that I'm most remembering right now is both the solitaire and the flowchart.
Yeah.
That was the two concrete welcoming things that I remember there.
Mhm.
So you already have influence over me, so I think it's a label shift.
No, I don't. You
I
got rid
thought
of it
you're
last
right,
session,
Marissa.
remember?
Oh, when you grew away from the team, you
When you grew
Yeah.
away from the team, I thought you got rid of.
Yes, but I think you
Yeah.
got influence over me this time because you're the last on my list here.
was it from your
From one of the
move,
moves.
from one of the share of vulnerability, or team
Yeah, I
celebration?
think I got influence over you because of your move there.
No, my team move is just if you say no, I take +1 forward and mark potential.
Okay,
Which is what it was.
So
yeah, I
then
think we're good.
you get influence over me. Ta-da.
Mm.
That works.
And yes, the mission roll. So Kyle can fly again now that this session is over.
yay.
What happens on a 9 for your mission roll?
On a hit, your higher ups are displeased. I got to mark a condition and shift mundane up and freak down. Boo. Figure out my condition.
I am clearing the condition of angry because that doesn't suit me very well. And I think, did you manage to make progress on defeating your nemesis? I learned they existed,
You also learned they
Again.
don't remember you.
so I'm going to give it a yes.
Okay. Also, you stopped them from the thing they were doing. It's a lot
Sure.
more.
Now I just have to figure out what they're actually doing.
Hmm?
Can't quite figure out how they're connected to the tech yet.
Do I have does Conduit have influence over me?
Yes.
Yeah, you've
Yes.
influence
Okay.
over everyone.
I would like to grow away from the team. I'm detached because of really leaning into the sister thing.
Ah, so while you
Nice.
hear
That
the
makes
Shrek
sense.
movie going in the background, you're just getting the side eye from the other room.
Take influence away from the other characters, so Conduit loses influence over Greg.
I'm done.
Excellent. And I think that's the end of the session.
Yeah.
Of volume
All
4.
right.
Yeah.
Smash Mouth exit. Okay, we'll be back next week with volumes 5 and hopefully 6.
Yeah.
See how this continues. I think this is quite well so far.
Still can't
And-
level up.
Nope.
Nope. So close.
It's weird how this goes, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll have another battle coming full session without.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume the Nebula Technologies isn't going to be us walking in and stealthing. It's going to be like a fight.
We'll be back next session. We'll be back
Yep.
next week. Bye.
Bye.